When it's cold outside and the streets turning white, when you have an urge to hug your neighbor, when the sun has forgotten to spread her light, you know it's polar night.
You know it's polar lights.
Cold and lonely, walking the streets again and again.
Cold and lonely, walking the streets again and again. Cold and lonely, walking the streets,
hoping that the polar lights came.
Hoping that the polar lights came. Praying that the polar light came.
There is no place for hope that any power will help to make you happy. If you want it, be my guest, help yourself. The night brings people together to share the light of their heart, and when they done, she tears them apart. The night tears people apart. Cold and lonely, walking the streets again and again. Hey,
cold and lonely, walking the streets again and again. Hey, cold and lonely, walking the streets, hoping that the polar lights came. Hoping that the polar lights came. Just praying the polar lights came.
Searching for the polar lights, waiting for the polar light. This is our mission in the long northern night.
Hoping for the polar lights, praying for the polar lights. This is our mission in the cold. Polar lights, polar lights, polar lights.
因为非传统就是 unconventional, disruptive, innovative 这种拥有灵感啊，具有原创，是我们公司一个贯彻始终的一个品牌精神。不仅仅是我们品牌的衣服上面可以看出，并且在我们品牌做所有的公司活动和公司的运营系统上面都可以看出来。我们这个秀你们可以看到，就是它是一个音乐剧形式的一个秀。那除了这个之外呢，我们在做衣服的上面也是这样，我们觉得一个女性她是有多方面的地方呢，她有一个她的漂亮，有她的智慧，有自信，有魅力，所以通过一件衣服是可以展现各方面的她，并且我们也相信一件衣服它是可以符合不同的场合的，这是我们做衣服上面的一个一直贯彻的原则。
We want to grow big. We want to grow damn big. We want to be a market leader in designer clothes for women worldwide.
在世界上所有的女性头脑中深植这个形象，我们是世界一流的设计师品牌。
A woman knows, without additional words she knows, when another female shoulders get a part of the warmth over her love, get a part of the warmth over her love. He seems the same, but he has changed a lot of furniture inside, and when he looks at her, she knows she gets a half of the light of his love. She gets a half of the light of his love. And they start dancing and spinning and turning around. The ground feels heavy, the feet start losing their ground.
It's exciting to be kissed by a million butterflies with no ties. For years he thought this woman might be his wife, his life be his polar lights. But the darkness blinds all senses, and we follow the neons of earth. We follow the neons of earth.
And
bouncing and spinning and turning around. The head feels empty, the feet start losing the ground. It's exciting to be touched by a million